What do you think truth is? Like, what is truth?
Honesty, people being honest about their opinions, their thoughts, their actions.
What is truth?
Truth. Getting into a deeper understanding.
Okay.
Finding out something that you didn't know or that you really know, but you don't want to really,
Truth. That's a good question. That's one of those brain busters. I don't know, I guess it's just being as real as you can, right? But how do you know if somebody's telling the truth?
Yeah.
So what is truth, right?
Yeah.
I guess it's just being as real as you can and hoping people believe you.
Okay.
Your word. All you got is your word. So I guess that's all truth can really be considered, right?
When you think about the question, what is truth? It's one of those questions where, at first glance, it seems like that it's an easy question to answer, but in reality, it really isn't. You ask, what is truth? Is it a quality that can be possessed by, people who search for it? Is it something that's unattainable? Is it, something that's so abstract that, no one can never ever grasp, this concept of truth? And, it is a difficult question, and people are searching, for what this really is.
All right, what is truth? Like, what do you think truth is?
Truth, I mean, first of all, honesty, I guess it gets it gets pushed around a lot because, in today's age, there's a lot of people that try to influence everybody, say things are the truth, and they're really not. So it's kind of a hard word to define, but mostly I guess just honesty, man.
Okay.
Like being honest with yourself, first of all.
Yeah.
So trying to spread that to other people.
Like, what do you think truth is?
About who?
Yeah, just truth in general. Like, what do you think truth is? Like, what is it?
Life is kind of hard on here, Yeah.
What is truth?
What is truth?
Yeah. What do you
Somebody being completely honest with me all the time.
The fact that someone says that something is true already insinuates that there's the presence of falsehood, that there's something that is opposite of truth. Therefore, you have to clarify that this is true. Otherwise we'll just be one-dimensional and say that everything is just, the same pretty much. Like, there's no truth, there's no error, but the fact that people say that this is true or this is false, it's those two qualities or concepts or ideas or whatever have you, suggest that that if something is true, then that means that something is not true already. So in order to search for this truth, you have to realize that there's a possibility that there are things out there that is opposite of this truth.
What is truth? When people say what is truth, they usually go by their own opinion of saying truth is basically what they ever think is right.
And so it's, you can play with words and, semantics and all that, and you can really bog your mind with this idea of truth. And it is an interesting thing that you should really think about this question. Is it a what? What is it? So when people answer this question, again, they have this idea that that something is false, and it's the opposite of truth.
What is truth?
What is true?
Yeah.
I think truth is something that comes from deep down in your heart. Depends. Well, telling the truth to somebody is just truth, but if you're true to yourself, you don't be anybody else. You are just yourself, and I don't know how to explain it. You're just yourself, and you don't let anybody, you have your own views of things, and you don't let anybody change them. You still have an open mind, but you still stay true to yourself.
What is truth? What do you think truth is?
Being honest.
What do you think truth is?
I don't know. Truth is it's a pretty deep question there. I mean, I think it depends on the person. I think truth is personal. It depends on what each person, believes to be correct.
You should really think about this question, because we're going to get into more in depth of, the truth being relative, absolute, can never be found out. But really think about this question, and ask yourself, is this something that people can find out. And so when you think about this question, again, it kind of plays your mind, but it's an important question we all got to ask ourselves, and we all should.